What's going on, everybody? Super Saiyan Polar back at it again. Today we got a new image leaked for Dragon Ball Super episode 127 with a picture of what seems to be baby or child Jiren. So now, guys, it's a young Jiren and he's training, and there's a bunch of silhouettes of characters below him in this particular image. Now, if you guys look closely, this could particularly be most likely his home planet with him training with a race that looks similar to mainly his type of physique. Like, they look a lot like him, so there's probably a lot more of him out there. What this may be like showing and encasing in this episode is that he has an entire race of types of beings of what Jiren is, and maybe it's a similar fate to what happened with the Saiyans. Maybe they've been eliminated and stuff like that. Tell me what you guys think from just getting from this image alone. Episode 127 is where they're going to be introducing this. Now, episode 131 is the finale of Dragon Ball Super. So also, I want to know what you guys think. Is this too late for Jiren's backstory? Because I think now is like the only time they could have put it in here. If not, it would have been too late. And at least they got this here. We're going to see some backstory. We're going to see some character development for Jiren. I'm not sure how this is going to play with it only being a few more episodes until the defeat of him, or if there's a cliffhanger in the finale there. But I'm really excited to see tonight's episode, mainly because of this image alone. I was expecting, if you guys didn't know, because this is a spoiler alert, we were expecting to see Android 17 get ringed out tonight as well, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens here, where this is going to take place with Jiren explaining himself. And I think he's going to power up either before or after this. Mainly, I think after he shows like this little backstory. Probably one of the gods I would expect to talk about this, like where he was trained, because Jiren, I don't think, you guys think he's just going to come out of nowhere and be like, this is what happened to me when I was a kid, my childhood trauma. I'm going to be talking about what happened to my race, my people, and me being trained from like since I was a kid at birth to be a warrior. And from this image alone, it's just pure speculation at this point. He kind of reminds me of like Gaara, but with like a smiley face. Like he's training in like the Village of the Sand or something from Naruto, and it's just, for some reason, I get that Gaara feeling, even though it may not be in terms of personality. Just something about this picture just gives me that. So we have his race, it would seem to be in the bottom here. We have him training. What do you guys think could add to the trauma to make Jiren a potentially good character in terms of backstory? Because we got none of that right now. Barely anything. We just know he has a very, very particular wish that we don't have any information on, and hopefully we get that tonight. I'm hoping that we get some more depth into this character, because honestly right now he's the most shallow character or villain, main villain in any Dragon Ball Super arc, or even in Dragon Ball Z for that matter. Like, honestly, have you guys ever met a character that's been hyped up this much with barely any backstory? Like, I don't want him to get the Topo treatment and get defeated super fast without any real depth and character to this character, like depth to this fight or anything, because it adds to the fight, it adds to the person that beats him in the fight, it adds to everything in the series and everything that they stand for. And that's what made the Goku Black arc stand out so well, is because of the motive for Zamas and stuff like that. And even the Champa arc for that matter. Every arc stands out for the motive of the bad guy and exactly what they stand for and how it happened, like the backstory. Like even back dating to Dragon Ball Z with Frieza, his whole legacy with him defeating the Saiyans and what happened with Bardock, that always stands out in my head. Majin Buu and all of his forms and the tyranny that he unleashed upon the people before. Him being a killing machine, but him eventually parting ways with one of the fat version and becoming a good guy, and then separating the evil from him within and turning it into another entity, and with Cell being born to become the perfect warrior out of science and from the Saiyan cells and all of that stuff. There's a lot of backstory to all these characters, a lot of history behind all of them, but with Jiren, there is none of that at this point. So hopefully we get a really good origin, and that's what I've been wanting to see this entire time. Make sure you guys smash that like button, make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you guys turn on notifications to be notified whenever we upload these type of things. I can't wait to see tonight's episode. It's going to be really interesting. Until then, take care. Peace.